up, though? What up, though? You in the hood with Gutter, Southwest Detroit, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna let you get a little scenery right now. We cruise around the hood with Gutter. Then I'm gonna flip the camera around and chop it up. Just tomorrow, talk about tomorrow night's live on the Hood Smokers podcast. Cause you know how we do. Go live every Wednesday and Saturday night. Tomorrow, Saturday Night Live. Your host, Jay Gutter, Brother King X, and Blantonio Todd will be hosting What's Hot in Hip Hop. We just gonna be talking about hip hop. And you never know who might come on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave the Discord open. So if anyone wants to come on and chop it up with us, we got you. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. It's the Hood Smokers Podcast. Shout out to Monte Cristo. I believe it's either August 18th or August 30th. I have to check. The commercial, the ad is on the Hood Smokers Podcast channel right here. Y'all can go check it out. Shows what it's an amateur boxing show in Detroit on the west side off Schaefer. Make sure y'all there for amateur boxing. It's good for the kids, giving back to the community. Brought to you by Monte Cristo, the horse trainer. Sponsored by MJ Diamonds, Twins Auto Sales, and the Hood Smokers Podcast. So make sure you're in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's I think it's August 13th or August 18th. I gotta check the date, but you can check the ad out. It's got the Rocky theme playing. You know what I'm saying? Check the ad out. It's right here on the Hood Smoker Podcast on this channel. We got the ad up here. It's under the shorts. Make sure you check out all the dope content we do have here on the Hood Smokers Podcast. And we go live every Wednesday and Saturday night with a new dope legend on the Hood Smoker Podcast of hip hop. We celebrate every genre, every element of hip hop. We ain't just celebrating one genre. You know what I'm saying? We celebrate 80s, 90s, 2000s, early 2000s till now. We celebrate every genre from young to old, the OGs, the BGs, everybody. It's all love. We in Southwest Detroit. What's happening? Maybe if I throw some Dayton family on, we'll get some people. Hold up, y'all. Let me throw some music on for y'all.
It's your nutty nigga, you figure you can take my shit and break. Try that shit you thinking about and hollow boy don't lead your way. Cause ain't no jacket for no green weed or no dividends. Niggas get they shit blew up for motherfucker best of friends. Niggas show your blocks, won't straight up pull out his clock. He's been shot, quick as not, left feet miss the parking lot. No mercy on the enemy, the bitches are right, no flat foes. Pulling hoes in they doors, we set shit that blows through flows. Get on happy, trigger happy, so you got to watch your back. They be thugging, hoes be bugging when they see us on the strap. Blood is leaking, what you thinking? There's no other way around this.
Yeah. What up, dog? Let me know who's in the building. I know where you at.
My husband lacking the rhymes and ain't no other for me. Don't play me cheap. We play for keeps. You strike the street bitch with your head missing. 12 volts was balling, you was all in headed for the kitchen. With sticky fingers, mounting fingers for the SVP. Won't do they time, will do they
What up, Gutta Chester Mcflly?
That boy's a pussy, but a bitch wanna play that gangster role. Snitching no
What's happening? We got Philly in the building.
With the game, you get no copy shit in your brain. Tell it on your name, but you still so down this fucking change. Roll on they side, and the G-Rock, why these snitches slipping? Dumping they bodies like Jagaris, now they tripping. I can pick no snitching enough to raise your child. Quit faking wild, cause the aftermath is also foul. Cut you in.
What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast. I'm Jay Gutter, 1/3 of the Hood Smoker Podcast. What up, though, Chester Mcflly? See you, homie. I don't know where everybody at. Give it a minute. They'll tap in. I just started this live in the hood with Gutter. Shout out to Blantonio Todd for the dope-ass thumbnail. You see it. You see it, man. That Band-Aid. Dog, that made him look like a hoe with that big-ass patch on his ear. He looked like a fucking hoe. All right, we got some, yes, sir. Some pre-roll. I don't know if y'all can see how much THC is in this bitch. But let's just say this motherfucker strong as hell. What's this? What do we got here, though? Check this shit out. Check this shit out, y'all. Check this shit out. What? What? Yeah. The pre-rolls, baby. We in here. We out here. You see how much keef, wax, all that. You got all that good stuff. And you better slow your roll over here off McGraw Ave, y'all. The Hood Smoker Podcast. Welcome. What up, Chester Mcflly? You pop on here? I'll shoot you an invite, dog. I left it open. Anybody want to tap in? We passing the mic right now. So if you want to tap in, just let me know. I'll shoot you the invite, Chester Mcflly. Some trolls pop in, go ahead. Say what y'all want to say. It's all good. Gutter don't give a fuck. Fucking rat facing them, man. They tried again with another, they tried to get us again, dog. And they reaching out to people that they know we fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the show. Because they already tried me. Brother King X and Blantonio and that shit was failed. They tried to get at Chester McFly. They tried to get at Christopher Jordan. They're trying to get at everybody that rocks with us. It's all good. Y'all need to just spend all that energy that y'all spending on trying to infiltrate the Hood Smoker podcast, rat face, and spend that shit with you and the Ninja Turtles and your purse swinging, and maybe y'all can accomplish something. Go on there on your punk ass channel and check the numbers, chump. You run out of money, can't pay for views no more. Ain't it a beautiful thing to be organic over here in the YouTube world? You know what I'm saying? What up, though, Chester McFly? You want to pop on here, homie? We just chopping it up. Tomorrow night we doing a what's hot in hip hop. We gonna just be chopping it up. You never know. We gonna bring special guests on, but we gonna be talking about current events in hip hop. What up, though, Anuba? Okay. What up, though, Anuba? We in Southwest Detroit. Let you get a view of what it looks like here in Detroit. The 482. This is actually the 48210. I'm from the 48209. Hell no, no pay for plays this way. You see that fucking streaming farm? That shit's crazy, Chester McFly. You see that shit, how they do that shit? People ain't even really seeing their videos. That's crazy. You putting money behind your shit, it ain't even getting seen. That's some fake ass shit. Here, hold on. I'll give you the invite, Chester McFly. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. Wrong one. All right, we back. I just sent you the invite, Chester McFly. You want to jump in? Go live. Live in this bitch, Jay Gutta, 1/3 of the Hood Smoker podcast. You know what I'm saying? I was just reminding y'all to check in every Wednesday and Saturday night to the Hood Smoker podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every genre, every element we celebrate over here. Appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the dope content. We got over 2,000 videos of fire content. We got funny content, serious content, all hip hop related, from Detroit to the world. And we're cannabis friendly, in case y'all ain't know that. Cannabis friendly. Don't do drugs, smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I feel you, Chester McFly. YouTube's a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, homie. You can tap in, fam. It's all good. We live in this bitch. I'm gonna throw some Dayton family. Y'all up on the Dayton family? Huh? What up, though, D Cox? Y'all feel me again? Y'all don't think it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. Y'all don't think it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. Y'all don't think it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. Shout out to Flint Town. Dayton family rocking some shows too right now, doing mashup. Shout out to the homie Bootleg, salute, plenty much love, G. Shoestring, rest in peace, Ghetto E. Yeah. All right, I'm about to hop on the E-way. It's about to get loud out here. It's about to get loud in here. Chester McFly sent the invite. If you want to jump on, we can chop it up. Make sure y'all go check out Chester McFly. If you ain't up on Chester McFly, go check his channel out. Shout out to Christopher Jordan. Go check his channel out. Check out Black Antonio Todd. Make sure you check out Brother King X. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Jesus. Shout out to Mr. Go-To, a.k.a. the Black Howard Stern. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monte Cristo. Yeah. Cruising on 94. I'll leave your body under the tire on 94. That's where we at, buddy. Detroit, baby. Welcome to Detroit, baby. Southwest. Southwest all day. We out here. Southwest. All right, no doubt, trust me, Fly. We waiting for some more trolls to jump in anyways. But yeah, tomorrow night we're going to talk about a lot of shit going on in hip-hop. I mean, there's a lot of OGs dropping new albums. Rakim, you got some new music. LL Cool J, Eminem. We know the death of Slim Shady just dropped. It seems like everybody he dissed is trying to clout chase off him, mentioning their name. What y'all think? Now, I understand, but I do rock with Eminem. I think he's a dope ass lyricist, a dope ass MC. You can't take nothing away from him. He reps Detroit to the fullest. For y'all that say he ain't Detroit, Eminem's Detroit. Detroit all the way. He was on the east side of Detroit battling motherfuckers on the west side of Detroit. He was in southwest Detroit battling motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell me he ain't from Detroit. He ain't like Speedball Bob, Kid Rock, grew up rich and shit. Yeah. Y'all ain't know that about Kid Rock? Yeah. You see what he's doing, man? He just did opened up for Trump to act like he's Mr. Gangster. Man. Many, 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 many wish death on me. Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my soul did. My heart turned cold. Shout out to 50 Cent, man. Shout out to the homie 50. The ultimate. He be trolling the shit out of everybody. His numbers went up. Trump got popped. Many Man was like the theme music for that shit. That's kind of funny because we all know Trump's racist. So to have a hip hop song following him and shit, that shit's funny as hell, man. Funny as fuck. That's why I don't get any rappers that will support Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because we know no matter what he says on that punk ass stage, he's an actor, he's a fucking billionaire. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never seen the real world outside of the window, except outside the window of a limousine with a chauffeur. That it took him 80 years to get grades. You know what I'm saying? I was having bullets fly by my head when I was 12 years old, man. And that's real talk. So I don't want to hear about that all of a sudden. Now he's a tough guy. Now he's a tough guy. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Don't tell me that shit. Go tell somebody that's going to listen to that bullshit. Because I know the real deal. I know the real deal. You rock with Trump. You don't rock with the Hood Smoker podcast. I don't think we got any Trump supporters, dog. If I had to vote, I ain't saying Biden's much better. You know what I'm saying? Or any better. I mean, with that being said, if I had to vote, if they made us vote, I'm not voting. But if I had to vote, I would vote for Kennedy. You know, I would vote for Kennedy. In my hood, I see Kennedy signs, man. For real. He came to the east side. He was in the hood. He ate at Coney Island. He was chopping it up with real motherfuckers in the hood. He was hanging out with Vezo in Detroit. So, yeah, if anything, I would vote for Kennedy because at least he came to the hood. Trump, he does one of these moves. I'm coming to Detroit, and he shows up in Auburn Hills in Oakland County. For real. Because he thought that shit was bad. And shit, Chester Mcflly in the building. You in Philly. Pennsylvania, I don't know what it is about y'all. But y'all like popping at ex-presidents and presidents or something, dog. Pennsylvania. Motherfuckers. You motherfuckers, you. I'll play it. It ain't y'all fault that he got a fly knocked off his ear. Hey, that's what I heard really happened, though. I heard dude was just trying to help him out because he had a fly on his ear. Also, I heard there was a water tower back there. That there's footage. You can see this shit. Look it up on YouTube, y'all. People are scurrying down after the shots rang out. More than one shooter. Things that make you say, You know what I'm saying? Resend the link. I got you, McFly. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna send it to you in a text. Guess who's back? Back again. Gutter's back. Back again. Yeah, dog. I seen some other shit too. That's what I'm talking about, Chester McFly. I just text messaged you the invite. We got Chester McFly, Philly in the building. If you ain't about Chester McFly, what up, dog? Yeah, no, I seen some other video, dog. There was like a water tower in the back, like further back. And they caught these motherfuckers coming down the ladder after the shots rang out. Yep. And what was these motherfuckers doing up in the water tower and shit?
Yeah. Did you see the one where like it looked like somebody in the back was shooting a gun? Like when it happened? Did you see that?
No, but then the person behind him got killed, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looked like there's a video I posted where it's a guy like in the back of the like right behind Trump, like on that on the bleachers, and it looked like he shot a gun like in the back. It's weird looking.
Damn. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
That's why I said I'm gonna keep it real. I probably won't vote. Maybe I'll change my mind and shit. But if I did, it would be for Kennedy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I even see Kennedy signs up in my neighborhood. So I was live the other day and I caught a couple million. my brother King X died. I would vote for Kennedy because I think we need a new party. I think the
Yeah,
Democratic
agreed.
Party and the Republican Party are jacked up, for real, both of them. So, I mean, I'm not picking sides. I'm saying we need to eliminate the motherfuckers.
Yeah, like the biggest thing they did, they had Amber Rose come out as a Republican. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I seen that. Fuck the big three. It's just big me. That's how I feel about that shit.
She's from Philly too. You know that? She used to be a stripper at Show and Tell.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was all over the place. I seen she was talking about that. Yeah, I know. She was from Philly because Nori had asked her on Drink Champs on the quick time was slide between and another rapper. I forgot who, another rapper. I forgot who, Nicki Minaj or Trina or somebody. But she picked the other rapper. She didn't pick Eve. And Nori was like, what? He was like, we ain't never had nobody on Philly from here. And gave him the question with Eve against anybody. Like, picking them over Eve. And so he was kind of stunned by that. Her
Yeah.
being from Philly.
Especially her being bald headed and shit. You know what I mean? A bald headed chick from
Well, they
Philly.
had the same
You had to represent the other
haircut.
bald headed chick from Philly. You know?
Yeah, they had the same haircut. Eve and Amber Rose. But he got bars. He just spit.
Yeah, I love you.
I seen Eve live in Detroit. That was at the Summer Jam. She was down there with Drag On. It was dope. That's when I met BG down there when he moved to Detroit before he went to prison.
It's
He
weird though.
was
Every
he
time they
was
become
doing it
actors,
dope.
she became an actress. Every time they become actors, they don't rap no more. All of like a lot of
Yeah.
rappers. I don't know why. They
I
never
think
go
our
back.
last group was just talking about that. The Staten Island. The Feds bar out there, Stealth Farm. He was like, "I'll wait." He was like, he started naming off rappers that turned actors, and it was like they all just quit rapping after that. And I was thinking, like, I really can't think, but Ice Cube still rapping, jump on some. He just did Mount Westmore, so
Yeah.
Cube did it a bunch of shit. I mean, Cube's about as much of an actor as LL Cool J is, and LL Cool J just dropped a album too, or about to. It's about to drop. That's what we'll probably talk about that tomorrow night. We're doing a what's hot hip hop tomorrow night on the list for 5 minutes. So instead of booking a last minute guest, we didn't have anybody lined up for this Saturday, so we're gonna just do that.
I see what that Snoop came out with a song with Eminem. I seen that. I didn't really hear it.
Yeah.
I seen it.
That song's on Eminem's The Death of Slim Shady. It just ain't got Snoop on it.
That's
That track,
weird.
yeah, and then they shot the video to put Snoop on it on the video. Because that was the one, he got a lot of controversy over that. You see pretty much everybody, dog, that's why I keep posting in the round table. Because every time I look, there's somebody new coming, throwing shots at him and shit, talking
Yeah.
shit. Because they got mentioned on his album. Everybody cloud chasing. These people, like some of these people I didn't even know, like the bitch from Wildin' Out. I guess she was on Wildin' Out. I don't know what else she was on.
Who
She was
the
talking shit about him, but then
who
talking about y'all.
the redhead chick? The redhead chick?
No, she didn't have red hair. She was saying something about how you let somebody in the rap game that fucking talks about killing their mother and shit. And like we don't care about your drug addiction and all this other shit. Y'all let him into hip hop. Y'all let this white boy into hip hop. This and that, like all this other shit. And she got put
Fucking
on
shit.
blast, dog. As soon as I drop it, everybody started going in on her, dog. I don't even know who she is, but
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
shout out to Black Jesus. He knew who she was.
She
He went
wasn't
in
that
on
black
her.
chick. There's a white chick that has red hair that used to be on Wild 'N Out that raps. That like
Yeah, I know who she is. It wasn't her. The white
she's from Philly. That chick too. That girl's from Philly too.
No, it wasn't her. I know who you're talking about because I've watched Violet Out a couple times. I'm not a
Yeah,
big
I like
fan of
her.
her.
She's all right. She's like probably the best female rapper that was on that show.
I just think Nick Cannon's corny as fuck, bro. Like
Yeah, me too.
and how he came at Eminem was just fucking. That was embarrassing, bro. He should be embarrassed by that. How he just did like all the diss tracks in a row, videos. He had all these other rappers, like people that could rap better than him, dissing Eminem. Like he was gonna just come at him. Eminem was like, get a career so I can. He was like, get a career first so I can kill it.
Who's that other dude that came at Eminem? saying that Detroit rappers don't like Eminem. He was from Detroit. You know what I'm talking about? He did some interviews, some young kid. You know who
Skilla
that
Baby.
is?
Skilla Baby. He's probably one of the hottest rappers out of Detroit right now. And like for the youngsters, I say from like the teenagers in the early 20s, late 20s. He's probably the hottest rapper in Detroit right now. One of them, Skilla Baby.
Is he any good or all auto-tune bullshit?
He's dope. If you're into that type of music, he's dope. If that's your shit, he's kind of like he's in the category that they probably put him in the category with like I wouldn't really categorize him at all, but if I could compare him, would be like 4-2 Doug or Icewear Benzo, T Grizzly, people like that out of Detroit. Like he's from that genre of Detroit hip hop. The genre before like Big Sean and shit. Like I feel like Baby Tron genre and shit.
Yeah. I like that dude. Baby Tron's all right.
Up there with like Baby Tron are probably a couple of the hottest rappers out of Detroit right now, young rappers and shit. And that was like a good lookout by Eminem to put Baby Tron on.
Yeah.
Big Sean's already on, you know what I'm saying? He already done with Black and all that shit. Big Sean's famous, but
What was he saying
Baby
about
Tron,
Kendrick? They
like,
said he came at Kendrick. I listened to it. I didn't even hear him
I
say
guess
it.
they had I seen something about they had a beef before Big Sean and Kendrick. That
Yeah.
Big Sean had threw shots at him before, like on another track.
Because
So
he
I don't
made
know
the
if that's
control
why
verse. The control verse was his, and then Kendrick took it and started coming at everybody. He said, like, I'm coming at Big Sean, Mac Miller, Drake. Remember that?
yeah.
I
See
got
Big
love for y'all,
Sean.
but I want to kill all
I'd
of
rather
y'all.
see Big Sean and Kendrick go at it. Not on a I don't want to see a Detroit like a Midwest West Coast beef, but I want to. That'd be dope to see Kendrick and Big Sean like go at it like Drake and Kendrick, because at least Big Sean's writing his rhymes, and I think he can come with some witty shit. You know what I mean? It'd be some dope punchlines. It'd be more entertaining than Drake's love songs and shit, like
I
bullshit
think
like
Drake fucked up, man. Like he should have. He made that last song like the kind of finish it, and then like he just ended it, and then Kendrick just kept making videos and doing concerts, and
that video
he
and
just
concert killed it.
yeah.
With Dr. Dre, when he brought the whole E40 author, Dr. Dre said that shit. I see dead people and all that shit. Fucking
Yeah.
that shit killed it, dog. He brought the West Coast together, and people loved it. Like hip hop loved it, not just West Coast. Everybody loved that
Yeah.
shit.
It's
It was
crazy
dope.
because the game wasn't invited, and he was like a big part of like bringing the West Coast, I think, back. He saved West Coast hip hop for a while. People forget that. Like when 50 Cent came out, there was no West Coast rappers. It was just the game. The game came out, and then after that, like
They
then
was out
Kendrick.
there, you know. The West Coast was out there, but maybe not on as mainstream.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm saying. It was like COB and shit like that.
but really, I don't know. It won for 50. He put a game on, and for game to turn his back on 50, that was kind of a whole move.
Yeah. You like
I
Tom
haven't listened to Tom
McDonald, bitch,
McDonald. I don't
missed.
listen to him much. Tom McDonald, I don't listen to too much of his music. I listen to some of it.
I respect him for being an independent artist, 100%.
Shout out to Canada and shit.
I think he got done dirty by Talib Kweli when he did that interview. They made him go first, and then Talib just started like coming at him when he couldn't have a chance to respond. So this made Talib look like a bitch to me. But I don't like Tom McDonald's music necessarily, but I heard some of it. Some of it's sorry.
Yeah. No, he can spit. I know he's controversial. I know he's going for that. And I'm up on Adam Calhoun, and I'm up on like Mises and rappers like that. Up
You like
Church.
that, or you hear that dude Dax ever?
Yeah, Dax from Canada. And Mercules, he's who was it he was beefing with? Fucking he's beefing with someone went at Mercules, and they was like, you need to chill, Mercules gonna fuck you over. I don't know if it was Drake, but I don't know. I'll check it out. Seven Crows. Tom McDonald, bitch you missed. I'm gonna check it out. It's a
What's that about Trump? Oh, it's about Trump. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dax is good too. Yeah, I like Dax.
Yeah, Dax is dope. My wife likes Dax too and shit. Didn't Dax and Jelly Roll do a track together?
Yeah, I think so. He's been doing tracks with Tom McDonald. He's doing tracks with everybody. That dude Dax, like, he's pretty dope. He was like a little skinny guy. Then he like Start going to the gym. He's like all big and shit now. He don't look like how he used to
He
look.
can spit. He can spit. He did that song with dude from Hootie and the Blowfish, Darius Ruckers.
Oh
My
shit.
wife be bumping that shit all the time. Yeah,
I like that dude.
yeah. He did a song with it. My wife thought that Darius Rucker was his father because it's a song I think about dads and shit. And you probably like it, Chester McFly. You should check it out. Just look up Dax and fucking dude from Hootie and the Blowfish. I just said his name. I
Darius
forgot.
Rucker. Darius
Darius
Rucker.
Rucker. Yeah, Darius Rucker. The Rucker. But yeah, check it out. But it's a dope track. But she thought it was. I was like, nah. I was like, that's Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish. That's Darius Rucker. I was like, that ain't Dax's dad and shit. Like she was like, I like that song with Dax and his dad. I'm like, what song? You talking about with Darius Rucker from? That's Hootie. I was like, that's
Hmm.
Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Whatever happened to that band? They just like broke up and then he just started doing country.
Yeah, I guess he's doing his thing. I know quite a few people that listen to him and shit. I mean, they listen
Country
to
is
all.
blowing up. I don't like country, but like a lot of hip hop stars are going
A lot of country, hip hops and country are a lot
rocker.
more similar than people know and shit. Like, especially if you go back to like bluegrass and shit like that, and then you think about what they sing about. Country singing about like being in the country poor. Hip hop's like bringing you the news of what's being in the hood poor in the inner cities and shit.
Yeah.
So, what's that about Rucker featuring Rucker? Yeah, Upchurch. What do y'all think about Upchurch and Mises beefing? Because I mean, we had Mises on the show, and that how we got into it was because some shit like with Talib, and he did a song called White Lives Matter, and me
Hmm.
and Mises got into it and shit. It was when Kanye West did the White Lives Matter shirts and shit and all that, and for me and Mises got into it. And then I told Mises straight up, I was like, look, I don't do this internet gangster shit. I was like, we're about to go live tonight on the Hood Smoker podcast and talk about your track. We're about to do it. I was like, we're gonna talk about it. I was like, I'm gonna send you the link, the Discord link. I was like, if you want to tap in, dog. I was like, we ain't gonna attack you or none of that. I was like, we had Fred Fury. Shout out Fred Fury. He was on there, and he was a fan of me, and I'm like, we even got one of your fans on there, dog. So it's not like we're gonna bash it, but we're gonna talk about it and how we feel. So next thing you know, he ended up. We went live, and then we just tapped in. We made a, short video of it. Well, about a 6 minute video. Antonio made a breakdown of it. It was a dope. I'll send it to you. It's a dope
That's
interview.
cool.
But it was like kind of how we showed how we had beef. It started from beef, but then when we talked, like man, and it showed me that Mises was a real one. So because he came on and he was like he was trying to prove to us how Black Lives Matter was ran by these gay white people and shit. And I'm telling them like that it ain't the point. That ain't what it is. I'm down there at these protests, Mises. I'm like these motherfuckers. It's about the movement. I was like, those other clowns, fuck them and shit. Like, fuck them at the top, all that. That's just like hip hop. Fuck the motherfuckers at the top because that's the gatekeepers, like they say.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
But he's right though on that point. Like where I told you, it stands for Black Lives Matter in terms of Black Lesbians Mansion.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
They got a
true.
mansion at it. They living good in the mansion, and all these other people, like that money should have went to everybody. And I just look at it like that's kind of you put a name, you got the name, and then you got all the money, and then everybody thinks the money's going other places, and it just goes to your mansion. You know, and it's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you type up Mises the Hood Smoker podcast, Seven Crows. Check out the interview. It was well more like a debate. And we like men, we debated. We didn't argue. Wasn't no yelling. It was me, Black Tony Todd, Brother King X, Fred Fury. We had Andy Christ was on for about
Oh
10
shit!
minutes, but then it went down. When Andy Christ was on there, it went down. So it somehow Andy Christ got took out of the chat. And it was ended up just and then it calmed down. But Andy kind of stirred it up a little bit. He just went people don't know how to take Andy. And Mises definitely I mean Mises, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? So He's he says he's not a Christian rapper, and when he always says that, some people call me a Christian rapper, but they say I can't be a Christian rapper genre because I cuss too much. And so he was like, I'm just fucking hip hop, this and that. raps about Jesus a lot and God.
That's cool.
And and that's what we told him because we called him a Christian rapper and shit. And he kind of got like a little offended by it. And we were like, "Well, shit, your name's Mises, dog. You call yourself your YouTube channel Saint Mises. I mean, just embrace that shit, dog. It is what it is. What you
Mises
think
sounds like
Christians don't
Jesus
call?
almost.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's from Chicago. That's why he's cool with Adam Calhoun. He rocked with him for a long time. He's from Chicago. He flew out actually a dude that
Who
I
is
know.
that? Who's Adam Calhoun? That's oh, is that
That dude with the big beard, like Mises got fucking bald head. He's from Chicago. He's kind of big, does like MMA training and shit and all that on his
yeah?
fucking.
Isn't he friends with he's friends with Tom
Yeah,
McDonald too, right? He's always in a lot. He's in Tom McDonald's videos. He
yeah.
did
I
a
think they
song
did
with him.
an album together. They did a
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
album. Yeah.
yeah. I like that
No,
dude. He
my
reminds me of like my old
homeboy.
neighbor.
He's a big time. He was a big time Trump supporter until they when they did that shit to the was it the Capitol building they stormed, and then he said he was like, where was our leader at? Where was Trump at? He was like that. He was like Trump sent the orders, said what we was gonna do. They did it. Did what your people did what they said they was gonna do, but where was their fearless leader at? Adam Calhoun did a live after that shit and went after Trump did the tweet saying everybody leave and then everybody just chilled out. Then all that shit instead of just like they were like, where was our leader at? Like, and now people's getting still, I think, getting charged with that shit right now to this
Yeah,
day.
they got like 30-year sentences. Those people that went in there.
There was a Detroit cop there, dog, that got arrested. He was one of the dudes that fucking he cracked somebody with something and shit. Like when he came in there and he was on video and shit, and he was talking shit, and he hit like one of the Washington D.C. police with like something. He hit him with like fucking I don't know if it was a flagpole or something, but he grabbed something and just started. And he was on tape
Did you
doing
see
it. And
somebody took the speaker's table? Like some guy like took that home with him. He was like carrying it out and shit. Like
that's an act of terrorism. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
fucking, and that's in the U.S. and that's by our president who provoked it. Is what's crazy, dog. Like, and people support him in this nuts. I was in prison, dog. Back, this was probably around 2001 when I read this book. It was called. It was Donald Trump. It was about how he to get over like to be a billionaire, claim bankruptcy. It was about moving money and like
Yeah,
Swiss
yeah, I
bank
had that. He
accounts.
had that book, the Trump book. I know what you're talking about. It was a game we had too. It came with it. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
dog. He wrote a book on how to get over on the government and money and stay a billionaire and claim bankruptcy and not have to pay nothing off and all that, but still have all these billions of dollars and shit. He wrote a book on how he did it. I mean, he had the dude
He's
just can
smart,
do
yo.
no
I give
wrong,
I
dog.
give him credit.
He
He's
can do
smart.
no wrong. You know what his people remind me of? Juggalos. Like how juggalos won't shout out to the juggalos. I ain't saying they don't support Trump. I've said but how they like rock with ICP, ride or die, no matter what ICP does or says, they gonna roll with ICP. If you talk shit about ICP, they gonna come at you, they gonna talk shit, they gonna do what they do. They might want to fight you and shit, whatever and shit. But that's what they remind me of. The Trump supporters, dog, they fucking I work with a lot of them and shit. I'm on doing construction. A
What
lot
do you think
of
would happen if he would have got killed? I think it would have went down. I think people would have went crazy if he really would have got killed. If he didn't turn his
uh,
head, that bullet just went in there and he
that's
died.
what I mean. That's the only thing that makes me think it ain't staged because that was too close, though. That was way too close.
You see the other picture? There's a picture I had where like a
Yeah, yeah,
bullet
yeah.
hit here and
Where
the
it
other
went the
one's
other way.
yeah. So like he was like
I know,
it,
and I
he
know
was
he
like
heard it.
that close.
Dog, I heard. I know what it feels like to have like more than a few times I've had bullets. Like literally, like I remember one time we were running down 4th Street. This dude, I ain't gonna say his name. But it was me, my homeboy Angel, and rest in peace, Creep Dog, my brother Creeper, who just passed recently. We were out over in Del Rey, out Rademacher of 4th Street. We were coming out of One Stop Liquor, and my boy Angel, his sister had a kid with this dude, and we had beef with him. We like he was one of the main motherfuckers we beefed with, like real beef for real beef, trying to kill each other beef. And well, his sister walked in the apartment and shit. We're up in the apartment, and Angel's at the window, and he's throwing gang signs at the window, laughing and shit. And I'm like, He's like, your boy out here, your boy out here. And I'm like, who? He was like, said his name. So I walk to the window, I see him, and he sees me and shit. He's sitting there smiling, throwing gang signs. So fucking I start throwing gang signs back at him. This is back in the days, though. This is like in the '90s and shit. And fucking my boy Creeper, rest in peace, because some stuff had. Well, Creeper's gone now, but Creeper popped up his shit. You know what I mean? His mom shit, dude's mom shit. So when fucking Creeper came to the window, Creep Dog. When he seen Creep Dog, he jumped out the ride all of a sudden because he knew his baby mama would that was his brother Angel we were with. You know what I'm saying? So and that was her mom's house and all that. So he wasn't supposed to start shit there, but he jumped out. He was like, "Creeper, you little bitch." He was like, "I'm gonna kill you." I remember there was a hammer sitting on the ledge. I grabbed the hammer. I was like, "Come on, dog." We ran downstairs. We came out there. He jumped in his car and he took off. So we're like, all right, yeah, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. We go in the liquor store, we grab some 40s and shit. We come out. We're drinking 40s. We see him coming up Fort Street. He comes around the back of the building. The freeway's here, in the service drive. He comes walking around the corner, and we're talking to some Delray Mafias, and we're talking to him at the windows and shit. And they're like, yo, let's act like we're cool with him and then whoop his ass. And I'm drunk. I'm like, okay, yeah, not thinking like this dude didn't just come by himself without a gun. But at the time, it sounded like a good idea because there's a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
us. And I'm like, all right, yeah, we'll act like. So I start walking up on him. We start walking up on him. And fuck, as soon as we get about 15 feet, he pulls out a big 4 or 5 and
Oh
just starts
shit.
buzzing, dog. We turned around and ran. Creeper ran in the liquor store. Me and Angel shot down Fort Street, and it was like no alleys for like about a quarter mile. So we're just running. It felt like he had 100 shots, but he only had. I seen the gun close and personal, and it was just one clip, but it felt like that. But I could feel him flying by my head, dog. And when I was running, my body went numb from my adrenaline. And I remember looking at Angel, and I'm like, dog, am I hitting him in my head? Because I couldn't feel my body because the adrenaline was flowing. And he was looking, he's like, no, you're good, dog, you're good. We came around. When we came around, Creeper was hiding in a fucking thing full of tires. He pops out. We get to the corner. The police whip up on us. I try to run up the stairs to Angels. And they're like, friends, Detroit cops ready to pop my ass at the top of the apartments. I'm like, yo, I was like, I'm the one getting busted at. What the fuck? And they handcuffed me to the building and shit. I guess they were down the street when the shit happened. And they came fucking questioning us about the shit, but we ain't right on, dude. You know what I'm saying? We're like, we knew who the fuck he was. We knew his full name. We knew everything about him and shit. But yeah, and like I got many of stories like that, dog. It was crazy. Like I remember sitting at the window after some shit popped off, went down, but the no shots flew, but they pulled guns on us. But we got up in the houses before they went off, and they didn't shoot, but they came back when we thought shit was cool, and then they went off. Long story short, I ended up after the shots came, I seen that there was bullets all in the window and by the chair I was sitting in and shit. But I had hit the floor after I started hearing the shots and shit. Now, this is when I'm like 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm young and shit. Fuck.
I remember when I was young like that. I almost got shot. These dudes were shooting, and it was this tunnel in the woods near Roosevelt Mall up northeast Philly, and we was down there drinking and shit in the tunnel going, and it connected to the other side, and then
Yeah,
we went to the other side, and the guy shooting and like he put cans on top of the tunnel. I didn't know, and we're about to come. We're walking out to come out the tunnel, and the guy's fucking shooting right there. And it was loud as fuck because you inside that tunnel. You know what I mean? It's like bang,
yeah.
fucking blew my, and I'm screaming like, "Yo, stop!" Because I don't know, the shit could ricochet and come in here, like in the, you know what I'm saying? We're screaming to stop, and he don't hear us. And I don't know, we came out. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know you guys were in there." I'm like, "Yeah, you."
I just seen Seven Crows comment. You got chased by a couple of those fuckers. Chased me with a hatchet. You got chased by juggalos and they had a hatchet. Sometimes I used to ride around with a hatchet. I got it in my yard now and shit. I was using it to chop up some small wood when I made a fire the other night. But fucking I used to ride with a hatchet in the ride like fuck you. I jump out with a fucking hatchet. I pulled it. I had a sticker one time on a job site on my car. It said "dump trunk," and it was 2020. This was in 2020, and this carpenter was behind me, and I'm in my trunk by my trunk and by my car, and he was like, yo, he was like, you getting a lot of fights over that sticker? And I looked back at him. I was like, no. I was like, I ain't had no problems. And I grabbed the hatchet out the car, and I was like, I see this. I was like, and you don't want me to pop my trunk and shit. He was like, no, no, it's good, it's good. I knew the dude and shit from the job sites, but that's what I mean. A lot of these people on the job sites, these are like middle class, poor white people,
And they
fucking
all
that are
like
Trump
Trump.
supporters. Yeah, dog. They're like country boys, hillbilly redneck motherfuckers, not from the city and shit. And they're ride or die with them, dog. They sticker their trucks up. They're fucking they flags flying and shit. It's like you don't see that in Detroit, dog. Not at all. You will not see that in Detroit. They don't. I guarantee you, those flags come off and the stickers come off if they got to drive to a job in Detroit. If they do one and shit, fucking for real.
That's like Philly. There's certain places in Philly, like Northeast Philly, you might see that far up Northeast. But like in the city, you ain't gonna see none of that shit.
See, in Detroit, we
Maybe in the
really don't have any
suburbs.
upper class. Yeah, in the suburbs, you'll see it in the suburbs of Detroit, like Livonia and shit like that. Oakland County,
Lamar, yeah.
but yeah, no. That motherfucker, in Michigan is kind of like a swing state. Sometimes it goes to the right, sometimes it goes to the left. It goes back and forth. That's why they come out here a lot. Like a couple weeks ago, I seen like all these cops on 94, and that's the straight shot from Detroit Metro Airport to downtown Detroit. So that I was like, what the fuck is going on? I seen they had all these exits blocked off, fake cops everywhere and shit. And I'm coming up the freeway, and I heard Trump was in town, coming to town and shit. So I'm like, what the? So I knew why they were out there like that. Like they were parked on every overpass. The police would park on every overpass on the freeway and shit. Fucking.
You don't think that like Biden had something to do with that? Like with the security? I think he didn't. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
Well, they
Like
fired that one dude that was one of them snipers that was up there. He got fired. He got canned.
the guy who
Dude.
shot him.
Yeah, the one who shot back after the first shot. He got
Yeah, that
fired.
guy. Why? He's the one
Because
that killed him.
you should have spotted him, dog. Think about it. If you
Yeah.
seen the layout, right? The map, there wasn't that many buildings to watch, dog. And that one was close. It wasn't that far.
That just didn't make
Imagine if
sense to
that was
me.
a military sniper, dog. It would have been game over and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was a young kid, fucking 21-year-old kid that was like,
Yeah, he didn't know what the
he
fuck
got
he was doing. He was a bad shot. Didn't you hear that? They said he didn't make the rifle team. Like he tried out for the rifle team,
yeah,
and they said he was a bad shot.
I seen that, yeah. And that was like the family gun and shit. Fucking, it was like,
Think about it. That dude's like a loser, you know? Like he was picked
yeah,
on his whole life as a loser. So the one chance he had to become like a legend and have his
right.
name remembered forever,
That's
he
what he was
fucking missed and
also.
got killed. So he's a loser for life, forever.
Not,
That guy's a loser.
I don't think. Maybe in his mind he thought that they weren't gonna. I don't know. Like, did they think they were just gonna arrest him? I mean, what the fuck? And he could see his glory while he's in prison and shit.
He's trying to be
Nah,
like
dog.
McKinley, like the dude from the other guy from Pennsylvania, McKinley, he's from Drexel Hill. He was from the guy who shot Reagan. He's trying to be
Yeah.
like him.
Well, that was point blank. Ran up on him with the 38 and shit. It was like bop 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 bop, and they like fucking. They was on him right away and shit. But they like just like look at Oswald. He got killed right after that shit. So you know, there's still there's a lot of conspiracy theories
They
about
say he's
that.
gonna talk like somebody paid him. He's gonna talk, and he's like, "Yeah." The guy was waiting for him. They knew he was coming down. That was execution on camera.
Well, they said Marilyn Monroe was sleeping with some people that was in power, like in Russia and like China and like countries we wasn't getting along with, especially during the Cold, like back then and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like Kennedy got popped, like with Vietnam and all that type of shit. She was fucking with some of the ops. They said since she partied and got blowed, and she was fucking with people, and but you know everybody knows about Kennedy was fucking with Marilyn Monroe. He had a special tunnel for her and shit. But so they were thinking that she was spreading word to other countries and shit. That's why I heard she died.
yeah, that kid was a patsy. Yeah, no, I agree. But he was in a BlackRock commercial too. Did you see that? Like the
No,
BlackRock. Yeah, that like it's like one of the companies that have like their own little military and shit. Like they own a lot of stuff. Look them up. That kid was in a BlackRock commercial. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the odds of the kid being in a BlackRock commercial? The guy went and shot at the president. It's just weird, you know?
Yeah.
That's good for
Well, I'm
you.
glad. Yeah. If you got a vent, go ahead, vent.
You gotta go. You gotta go. What's this?
Yeah,
Kennedy. She was fucking yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. Kennedy's plural.
Yeah. She was getting on both of them. I heard she was gonna run her mouth, and that's when they're like, nope, and they gave her that sleeping pill for eternal rest.
DDK said, "Where do you see the Black Rock commercial?"
You could look it up on YouTube. Just type in the kids. What's the kid's name? Crooks. Look up Crooks. What's his name? I forget the guy's name. He was in a BlackRock commercial. What? Yeah, no, he was.
No, look what they said, dog. They on some Diddy shit.
I
We
didn't
don't
see
we
that.
don't fuck with that. We ain't got no moderators in the chat. Usually it's either a whole bunch of moderators in here or it's a whole bunch of trolls. It's never
Yeah,
like a bunch of
I gave him a
moderators.
5-minute timeout. There you go. Chill out there, buddy.
Yeah,
Take a
go in the
nap.
corner with the dump. Time out in the corner.
So the
Black
Eagles just
Rock.
got some. So the Eagles just got somebody from the Steelers. Eagles are making a lot of moves, yo. What do you think about? And you guys got Toby, man. Yo, what the fuck is Detroit doing, man? You know that, right? The Sixers did not want Toby. Y'all paid him a lot of money too. Tobias Harris.
Yeah, I know. I
That's
heard.
terrible.
I don't know what's going on with the Pistons, but the Lions I know is gonna be crushing it this season, dog. Just people need to watch out, dog. I'm telling you. They beefed up the offensive line. They got tight ends, and they already had the three running back combo, the trio. Now they got another like fullback to help block tight end, another good tight end. So
We got
it's
two
gonna
good
be
running backs. We got what's his name? We got Barkley, and then we got Swift, who used to be on the Lions.
yeah. Swift was a beast too. He's
Yeah,
good.
he's
Yeah.
good for us.
Yeah, he just when he was on the Lions, we didn't have the right blocking for him. That's what it was. He needed to go to a team like we had him now. He'd have been doing better. He was doing good when we had a shitty offensive line. He was doing good. So
I want to play y'all in the playoffs this year, yo. That'd be the
yeah,
shit.
hopefully, dog, I'm going to it. Whoever got home field, I'm going to that bitch.
Eagles gonna
Either
be good this year, yo. We got our schedule. You see, our schedule's nice too. It's an easy schedule this year too.
y'all lucky we got a hard ass schedule, but shit, we started the year last year playing Kansas City and we beat them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Yeah,
that's
we
the
beat
thing
them
about the
too.
Lions, dog. You know what's crazy? Our whole fucking since I was a kid, the Lions they would beat the shit out of like Green Bay or somebody good teams and shit. But then they would lose to like
Us
Cincinnati and shit.
or us, we would
Fucking
beat the shit out of y'all
but
all
y'all
the
are a
time.
good team. I never thought Philly was a shitty team ever and shit. I always liked Philly. Like I
And
said, Randall Cunningham when I was a kid was one of my favorite quarterbacks. Randall Cunningham and John Elway were
that
like my
coach we
favorite
had,
quarterbacks.
who's that coach we had after Buddy Ryan? He was terrible, and then he went to Rich Kotite. The Rich Kotite Eagle years was
Yeah.
trash. He went to the Jets. That guy, he was the worst coach ever. Rich Kotite, terrible. He was horrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about you. Sorry to hear that, Seven Crows, that you're a Vikings fan.
Hmm. Yeah, we destroyed them
The
plenty
other
of times.
bird, the battle of
We
the birds, Philly and Minnesota.
we destroyed Minnesota, yo. Like they came here
Hey, they
twice,
went
yo.
hard a couple years ago. They was doing good. What happened? I don't know what
We
happened. They just
destroyed them.
fell
Don't you
off.
remember? They came to Philly
Yeah,
and it
they
was
were
like the
hyping
NFC
it up.
Championship game. Yeah, then they put
Yeah,
the
they hyped it
fucking
up with the
they put the
birds.
Viking they put it on whatchamacallit on
The
on the
oh
Rocky
no, the
statue.
Viking. Yeah, the Viking and the eagle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then they went skull, skull. They were doing that in front of in front of the Rocky statue, and Eagles fans were pissed, and they beat them up at the end of the game. They were throwing shit at the bus. You ain't see that? It was terrible how they treated the Vikings fans after
I
that
remember
game.
I went to a Lions game with my boy Snowman. Shout out to Snowman. He used to rap with us back in the days, and from Southwest Detroit. And his brother-in-law, fuck his brother-in-law's name. I can't remember his name. My
This
bad,
is
bro. But he's from Southwest. We went to
shit the
it was
bed.
the Bears. This is back at this was back probably in like 2005, something like that. 2004. We went to the Lions and Bears game. Lions was shitty as hell. Bears ended up beating them and shit. And that's when the Bears had what's his name on defense. He's a beast. Fuck was his name? Bald headed white guy. He was a fucking cop geezer.
Erlacher.
Yeah,
Erlacher.
Urlacher. He was killing us, dog. He was crushing us. And he was talking mad shit, and the fans was getting pissed. And there was a lot of Chicago fans there. Anyways, the Chicago fans started shit with my boy Snowman's brother-in-law, or he started shit. I don't know who started the shit with a Bears fan, and they got into it. And my boy Snowman ran up, and he just clotheslined this Bears fan and shit. Fucking, it ended up being like a big ass brawl and shit. The fucking cops, Detroit cops, were in there like breaking it up and shit. Fucking all this shit. It was wild and shit. They didn't take nobody to jail though, and they just broke it up. Told everybody like, don't go that way, y'all go that way. Get the fuck on.
I was looking for Eagles Lions fights. I found one. I think I sent it to you. It was like one fight I found. Like, Eagles fans fight everybody. They go to any city. They're fucking crazy, especially when you give them alcohol. Eagles fans don't give them alcohol. They're fucking nuts, yo. That's
Shit,
all we know for fighting.
That's impossible 'cause especially with tailgating, everybody's drunk before they even get to the game.
Yeah. Eagles tailgates are fun. I used to go down there and sell weed and shit in the tailgate.
The Vikings always shit the bed in the fourth of everything. Hey,
Yeah,
the Lions,
when we beat them. Then we played the Super Bowl in y'all stadium in Minnesota and won the Super Bowl in Minnesota. You remember that? They hated that. They had Eagles fans. They had the Uber to the stadium. They were driving them to wrong places on purpose. They were so fucking mad. All the Vikings
I
fans.
remember when we had the Super Bowl here in 2005. Pittsburgh won it. I forgot who the fuck they played. Damn, because
Arizona, right? Was that Arizona?
yeah, I think so. They gave the key to the city to Jerome Bettis, the bus, because he's from Detroit, Joy Road. He
Oh,
went to
I didn't
Cody
know
High
that.
School. Yeah, he's got a football like hook up or like camp in Detroit now and shit. He's had it for a while. But yeah, he's from Detroit. He went to Cody High School.
He's a
He's
nice
from
guy.
yeah, he's cool people. He does a lot for Detroit, a lot of for the kids and shit. It's like an NFL fucking like camp and shit for kids. But
Did
it's
you ever
dope.
see when Brian Dawkins hit him? The one time they played, Brian Dawkins laid his ass out. He
Uh,
was like coming and he was
he's a
shaking everybody.
big
Brian
guy.
Dawkins hit the fuck out
That
of him, though.
motherfucker, the bus, he would just go, dog. Like, fuck it. I mean, yeah, if you can take him down, you a bad motherfucker and shit, dog. Cause he just comes at him. It's usually he drags motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I've
But he
seen him
killed
drag.
us. He was killing us that game. And then Brian Dawkins is like, enough. And he laid him the fuck out, yo. Brian Dawkins is crazy. He's like, you never seen Dawkins? He would say, like, I'm going to take the soul out of him. He's like, all right. He told to KO Spikes, and then he, like, killed somebody on the other sideline. He's like, damn, I love me, dog.
Shout out to Jerome Bettis, the bus. The homie right there, yeah, Joy Road. Joy Road, exit 9. Coming up the freeway. If you ain't from around here, you better be easy. Say Jesse or that boy KDZ.
I don't know why we don't play Detroit this year. We play
Yeah,
the
usually
Vikings, I
we
think.
play.
We play the Vikings, and we're playing the Packers in São Paulo, Brazil. We're playing them down in Brazil, like one of the first games of the year. So I don't know why we're not playing the Lions. I was pissed off because I wanted to play
Lions
the
had a
Lions.
game in London a couple years ago. They played somebody in London. The Lions did. I think it was Green Bay or somebody. I forgot in London. I want
Y'all
to
played
say,
us last year in the first
yeah,
game of
we
the year
usually
last
play.
year.
Who did?
Y'all played us the first game of the year last year, I think, right?
No, we played Kansas City and we beat them.
We played y'all one of the first one. Like I remember, we played y'all last year. I think.
Yeah, we played Philly last year, and it was like a close game. It was a
We
good
won.
game.
I
Yeah, it
think we
was a good
won.
game.
Yeah.
It was close. Yeah, y'all won. I think. We won a lot, dog. We didn't lose until we played. We didn't lose a game till we played Baltimore. Because Eminem was at the game and I remember he had a shirt and it said I was a Lions fan before it was cool and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was in Baltimore with Bazaar. He had Bazaar with him, con artists. They was all down there and shit. Dr. Dre, all of them was down. I think Snoop might have been with him.
I think y'all and the Vikings are who the only teams that didn't win the Super Bowl. You didn't win one. The Vikings didn't win one.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland or Cincinnati. I don't think they got any.
Then Cincinnati winning when they had what's his name? The Icky Shuffle. He used to be dancing in the end zone, the Icky Shuffle. Icky Woods.
I think they lost to the Bears,
Um,
right?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Bears
Well,
got one.
my
Bears
eyes
used to
here.
be good.
I just smoked that fucking pre-roll and shit. Fuck. So, but yeah, I think we should do a football thing and shit. We need to get the fantasy football going.
I started one. I didn't do it yet. I have it like set up where we could do it. I didn't do anything yet. I have it like set up though.
Yeah, anybody who wants to join the Hood Smoker Podcast Fantasy Football Chester McFly Fantasy Football League, just you can hit us up on Instagram or hit us up on Facebook. We email the Hood Smoker Podcast at gmail.com. That's with a T. Podcast. The Hood Smokers Podcast at gmail.com. If
That's
y'all want
weird.
to get fantasy football league, and we'll do like every week, like Sunday or something. We'll go over. We'll do it like the Discord, like how we do the Hood Smoker podcast, and we'll do it like that. And that way we
Yeah.
can all load up and all talk about the shit.
Yeah, I set it up, but it asked me how many teams do we want and shit, like how many people want to,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
well,
You got
we'll
to know
do a
all that.
live draft. We got to do a live draft. That'd be dope. Doing a live draft and shit, and I can have it on the side of the screen. The only thing is, y'all can't see that. Y'all only see the Discord unless you got another device and you can watch it on the other device so you can see the
Yeah,
like that.
I could put my computer next to the screen and do that. You know, just film
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And that way you can watch it and see the fucking like the you can do your players and shit, whatever players are left. We can put all that on the screen and shit, all that. And we can do a live. I think that'd be dope. I think people will tune in for that. And we smoking trees. We doing whatever we do, talking shit. We can
Hell
fuck.
yeah.
We be dope. I know Christopher Jordan's down. He's a Vikings fan. Cause me and him, when the Lions played the Vikings, we smashed them and shit. He was he was a little butthurt. Christopher Jordan, that's my dog. But yeah, you know he was a little butthurt when the Lions smashed on him and shit. We smashed him so.
I was like, man, like we won like 10 straight games and then we just like collapsed at the end of the season. I never seen no shit like that. I told you, I think it's rigged. They wanted the Chiefs to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, Crows. I saw one of Nirvana's last concerts in Detroit. Nirvana played at the Michigan State Fairgrounds Coliseum in Detroit, October 29th, 1993. And that's history right there. He's a part of history. Where you from, Seven Crows? If you told us, I forgot. My bad.
I know he's a real Babylon. Get remembered under Miguel. What?
I don't know. I don't know. Fat man,
Celeste.
fat Muppet, the fat Muppet.
Selassie, that's the king who was in charge of Ethiopia.
What? Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
He's actually a real black Jew. He was a real black Jew, not like those perpetrators.
Well, we don't get into the religion on
I
here.
know, I know. But when they cursed at my daughter, they got the bullseye on them.
Oh,
Told
yeah, and
you,
then on the Seven Pros. That's what's up. We got
yeah,
Christopher Jordan. He's from Staten Island, but he lives in Tucson, Arizona. He's part of the Hood Smokers, and our one of the co-hosts the Hood Smoker podcast with Antonio Todd in Tucson, Arizona. I got
that
family.
guy
I got
Celesti, though.
family.
They look at him like a god almost. Like he's like a Rastafarian god. That guy. That's who like Bob Marley and all them believe in. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
They have him on the flag sometimes. That guy. You've seen that guy. I know you've seen him. You know, I know because when I lived in Makeda, they had pictures of that guy all the time. Like, who is this guy? And then I did research. Italy went to war with that guy. You know what I mean? And he actually ended up beating Italy and doing like World War II and shit.
Yeah.
Celesti. What's Mesa? Mesa.
I'm sure.
Oh, Minnesota.
Go,
Everybody.
you,
That's crazy. He's like Christopher Jordan because you're in Arizona and you like Minnesota. That's like our friend Christopher Jordan.
yeah. But well, shit. We've been on for an hour. We talked about Trump. We talked football. We talked hip hop. We talked about it all. You got Jay Gutta, Chester McFly, Detroit, Philly in the building. But shit, I'm about to jump off here, dog. I gotta take care of some business. I'm getting off work.
All right, Seven Crows.
Yeah, Seven Crows, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We go live with the Hood Smoker podcast. We're on episode 292 tomorrow night. We're gonna do what's hot in hip hop, and you never know who's gonna pop on. We got live guests, legends. You know what I'm saying? Platinum selling artists. Some of your favorite rappers. Some of your favorite rappers. Make sure
You
you check
mean
it out.
Be
Salute to
Real from
everybody.
Cypress Hill?
You know who B Real is from Cypress Hill? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Cyclone.
I'm gonna check out that Tom McDonald song, Seven Crows, and when we go live, we might go live like this later and chop it up. We'll talk about it. Maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow night because we're gonna be talking about what's hot in hip hop on the Hood Smoker podcast. So you never know that we gonna have a Discord open. So we got a lot of legends in there. You never know who's gonna pop on. So we're opening the Discord. So salute, Seven Crows. Much love. Appreciate you, family.
Yeah, thanks for
From the
hopping in.
world, Philly in the building. Make sure you check out Chester McFly. Go subscribe to Chester McFly. He's got he got over 200,000 subscribers now, don't you know?
230 somehow. But who's counting?
You killing them, dog. You killing them. So go check out Chester McFly. He got that many, not, you know what I'm saying? So you know he got dope content. Go check it out. It's dope. I seen some people started doing I started because I kept getting notifications about people remixing my videos. And I was like,
Yeah,
man, bro, let me watch one. I ain't really watch them. And dude was doing the same type of shit you do with the kung fu videos and the
yeah.
other videos and shit. But he was doing it like green screening and he had his head down, but he was doing it with the one where I had with Debo and shit. And I'm like, oh, he's like doing it just like Chester McFly, like he jacking your style, but he didn't have as many subscribers and shit. I think he
Some
was.
dude stole my shit. I told you the one dude. I tell you about that.
Yeah.
Real quick, like this dude recently, he was I was talking to him like on in fucking in TikTok and shit, and then he's like, "How'd you get all those subscribers?" I showed him what I did. The next thing you know, he's doing martial art videos, the same fucking videos that I do. He's just putting his face on it from the same place I was getting them, and I'm like, "You stole my videos. You could give me a shout out." He's like, "I don't have to give you a shout out. You didn't invent that." I'm like, "Who else is doing martial arts skits? Who's the one that told you to do it?" And I said, "Now you're doing it," and then he's getting all cocky and shit. I was like,
I
"What was your
tried to
last
tell
short then?"
you, Chester McFly, because you kept telling people how to do it. You were saying it in chats on lives. You were saying it while you were live. You get
Man,
the game is to be sold and not told. You gotta
yeah.
fucking
But
dog.
he was a
Dog.
dick. He's like, yeah, he's like trying to get money from me and shit. I'm
I
like,
mean, if that's
duh.
your homie and shit, like how we chop it up and shit, and we talk about shit like how to get like fuck with the algorithm and all that type of shit, but not the If he ain't your homie and shit, then yeah,
Nah, he
fuck
just stole
that.
my shit and he started taking the same videos. And then I'm like, you could at least like give me a shout out, like where you got the idea from. Like when I
Yeah,
did a Blantonio song, I sent him a shout out too. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
when
No,
I
yeah.
did something with the other guy, Gil, I give him a shout out because like they helped me out with that shit. I'm not gonna just fucking not give him a shout out if that's their idea. I'm not gonna steal somebody's idea. You know, that's corny.
Right, right. Well, shit, I'm gonna jump off here, dog. It's the Hood Smoker podcast. We were just chopping it up. This just us chopping it up because we let our guests talk. I mean, we went 4 hours the other night. 4 hours,
Yeah, that shit
dog.
went on for a minute. I was going back and forth between you and Consequence at the end.
Yeah. Shout out to Consequence. But yeah, I fucking tapped in. You seen that? I seen he was on
Yeah.
there. I tapped in for a minute. I told him, let's make that interview happen, though, because I talked to him already and shit, like, about a couple months ago about getting on there and shit. And fucking, he was talking about, yeah, he was like, he didn't say, he said, yeah, but he didn't say, like, let me see what I got going on, my schedule, blah, 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 blah. So that's why I said that in the chat. I was like, come on, Consequence, let's make that interview happen, though.
Yeah, I was saying that to him too. I was trying to get him in there.
Yeah, yeah. Because then we can bring out Telefib, we can do the talk. That should be funny as hell, dog. But like I told Consequence when I talked to him though about being on the show, I was like, we don't even got to talk about Talib, dog. I was like, we can talk about Consequence and how you got in the game and what you doing and what you got going on. If you want to talk about Talib, talk up the house, let we do our shit. We ain't trying to stir the pot. If you
Yeah.
want to start talking about Talib, that's on you. Then we can talk about it. But
Nah, he was
they
pretty
asking you
cool
a
though.
question. Seven Crows asking you a question, Chester McFly. Martial arts,
Uh,
do you know Krav
Krav
Maga?
Maga. Yeah, I know Krav Maga.
Krav
Yeah.
Maga? Okay. Uh, excuse me. My bad. But yeah, I'm about to run in here, take care of some business. I gotta take care of a few things. We've been on for over an hour and shit. Shout out to everybody, Seven Crows, everybody in the chat. Much love.
Shout
Make sure
out
you
to the Crows.
subscribe, share, hit like. Go check out Chester McFly, just like how it's spelled. And you can throw the 420 on there. And dope content. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He ain't got over 200,000 subscribers from nothing. You know what I'm saying? So go check him out. And shit, I'll holler at you in a little bit, dog. Fucking I'll hit you up. You know, fucking I'll shoot you a message or something. We'll chop it up later. Fucking maybe we can do a pass the mic, me, you, Blad, Tonio, Brother King X, everybody, Christopher Jordan. We'll just go live tonight and just talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell yeah.
just pass the mic. But yeah, so hit that notification bell because you never know when we gonna go live. And we got over 2,000. They hit me with an email that said congratulations on over 2,000 uploads. This and that. So I'm like, yeah.
That's what's up. You not? Are you monetized yet? You get it?
I'm not. I gotta reapply. They told me I gotta fucking go through the videos and they said the copyright ones where we play music, Orchard Music for some reason. Fuck y'all, Orchard Music. Started like hitting us with copyrights. And we've been playing music, a lot of them local music, underground music that they kinda like got them on lock. So
Yeah,
they're
that's
starting to
bullshit.
focus. So I gotta go through and edit them. That's what I've been doing for like the last like month, dog. And it's fucking like we got 2,000 videos, but I'm getting down there. I'm getting down there and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we like to play the music, so it's like okay, we're gonna keep playing music on the Hood Smoker podcast. It's just every episode you got to catch us live to hear the music. Otherwise, fucking we gotta like the intros. If you go to that little Yoda interview, you'll see when you
Yeah.
click when you go to watch it it goes straight to the interview, the intro. It doesn't do the starting soon, which I was like, that's only for the live anyways. That's not for the so it starts the interview right when it starts and shit. So because I gotta chop it all out. It also gives me the option to take out remove the music, but if we're talking over the music and like
You
saying
can't
shit,
hear it. Yeah.
You can still hear us though. You just can't hear the music and shit. Yeah, or you can mute the segment, the whole segment, or you can chop it up. And like the videos, music, I just chop them up. Like so, if you want to hear the music, catch us live. You know what I'm saying? If not, you can watch the interview, and we go 2, 3, 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? So a little over 4 hours, I think, was the record with Cuban Link and shit. So that's when the one when he went in the beluga
Fat
whale.
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, dog, I'm gonna get off here. Shout out to everybody out there. Salute Chester McFly. Salute Seven Crows. Um, we'll holler at y'all. Make sure you check out Chester McFly. He goes live all the time and shit. Hit that notification bell over there so you get notified and shit. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
From Philly to the world. Shout out to Arizona. Shout out to Minnesota. Shit. Shout out to everybody out there. Much love. All right, we out.
All right. Peace.
Peace, peace, peace.